Yo, yo, yo. What's going on? What is happening? What is the deal? It is episode 63 of the Mid Carters in Catering podcast. It is AJ, and I'm here with Gabby. It is brother sister week here. Yeah.
I love it.
All right. What's good, Gabby?
How are you?
I'm good. I mean, it's been a week. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? Like, it's been a week. It's been like hella weird. Like, it felt like yesterday was Friday. If, hate to break the fourth wall. And it felt like Wednesday was Thursday. So it's like I'm feeling a day behind what it truly is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm good. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I've had a pretty productive week, though. I
All
have.
right.
Yeah. Like, um, I'm not, I'm not working so much creatively,
hmm
you know what I'm saying, at the moment because I kind of was doing so much before and like as we was getting these icon episodes done and like but I have been stretched and pulled into other people's podcasts this week, like I did a few things with our union brethren over at Show Your Work. I did
hmm
something there on Wednesday, but yeah, for the most part, I just been like cooling it out, chilling it out, hitting my gym, my usual. How about yourself?
I'm exhausted, but like that is the life of a mother.
Yeah.
I've been I'm the opposite. I've actually been tapping into the creative kind of space lately. We'll have more on that soon to come.
Oh.
We'll have more on that soon to come. So yeah, I'm just trying to kind of find the balance between like work, life, and then like play.
Yeah. Yeah.
So because you've got to have the play in there.
Yeah. Absolutely. Speaking of play, like I've been seeing your husband like absolutely going batshit patriotic on Hell Divers clips on Twitter, and I was just like, dog, this man has bought in. Like he's completely in. It's like,
Yeah, he's tapped in. Like that is his thing right now.
yeah,
And you know what? As long he's having fun, so like whatever.
yeah. He shout out to B. You know what I'm saying? He,
Shout out to
it,
Charm City Champ.
yeah. Shout out to Charm City Champ. Like he's been like literally fighting for democracy and everything in the gaming world. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure when he hears this, he's gonna laugh his ass off. Like, oh shit, they saw me. Like, yeah, we saw you, bro.
We see you, bro. I
But
hear
yeah.
you from like several rooms away. I hear you.
Oh yes, I can imagine I've been there once. I can imagine the screaming and the let's go democracy and everything from the other room.
Yeah, I
So
literally had to text him like, "Yo, you are loud. It is like 11 o'clock at night. I
like,
need you to
don't
knock it
wake
out.
up the children.
I need
Like
you to
my
knock it down a
God,
notch or two, please."
yeah.
Like,
But yeah, shout out to that. Shout out to B. You know what I'm saying? Gaming is definitely like that. That's one thing. Like it's been strange with me lately. I don't know if my attention span is getting shorter nowadays because like I mean I do game. You know what I'm saying? I game and
mhm.
everything like that. But I sit here, I turn on these systems, and I be like it'd be like an hour goes by, and I'm like, yeah, I'm done. like, like I don't know what's happening to me. I don't know if I'm getting.
Welcome to being an adult, man.
Yeah, I guess so. I finally caught up to me like going into year 37 for me. So I guess it finally got me like, yeah, you're not all the way there like you used to be. You know what I'm saying? Or
That
maybe
and it's so many games out, like, even with B,
that
he's
too.
playing, like, 45 games right now. He's got his Persona going, he's got Helldivers. Me and him play games together, like
Yeah.
so, like, I am, like, the backseat driver. He'll play a game, like, if it's got a good storyline, I'll watch it.
Hmm.
So right now we're playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.
Okay. Nice.
That's what we're playing right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, it's just if it's got a good storyline, like The Last of Us, I watched him play all of them bad boys because the storyline was just chef's
Yeah.
kiss.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
movie. You know
For
what I mean?
sure. Like,
Yeah.
so there if the game's got a good storyline, I will sit next to him on the couch and we'll rock it out. But
Yeah.
yeah, he's playing like all the games right now, and I'm like, how? How?
I just don't like I used to be like okay, so the last few games I probably grinded like I just went like this is full focus, laser sharp, tunnel vision, like Spider-Man 2. I went crazy on that. And the new game plus is about to drop for that soon.
Mhm.
So I'm jumping back in. Spider-Man 2. Me and WWE 2K as of lately, I know they've gotten most of my gaming hours, and it's about to happen again,
Mhm.
like with 24. So my gaming hours gonna get crazy when 2K, and I think that's kind of like one of the things I'm waiting for outside of the return of college football. Oh my
Mhm.
god, I can't wait. But um, what was the Final Fantasy 16 had me locked in. Like I
That's
was
fair.
in. Yeah, I was in on Final Fantasy 16. I'm ready for 7 Rebirth. So maybe that's the thing I'm waiting for. Maybe I'm waiting for those games to come, and then hopefully I just finish them and I don't be
We
like,
just talked about this. I'm like, yo, he's like, I'm backlogged to like August.
yeah, it's nasty.
It
It's
is.
nasty.
It is.
It's nasty, but I feel him. I mean, I feel him to a degree. If he's
That's not gonna stop
playing,
him from buying a new game, though. That's not gonna stop
it's
him from going out and be like, "Hey, new game." Like,
it's
dog, you
not
just said you backlog. Why are you still buying things? But you know what? Whatever.
it's not because our logic is like I'm going to play it later, and
Absolutely. I
then
mean, I'm gonna start it.
yeah, and you know what happens when we say I'm gonna play it later? We log in one day, be like, damn, I got that. I still got that. Damn, I didn't even know that shit. And then the next thing you know, you just like, oh man. Well, one day I'll pick it up again.
And
You
then
know what I'm saying?
randomly, he will pick them back up. I give him credit. He does pick
Yeah,
games back up. But for the most part, I'm like, bro, you just said you backlog. Why are we still buying games? But
yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy. But hey, the life of gaming and all that other
it brings him joy.
stuff.
So who am I to like rain on this parade, right? You work hard,
Absolutely.
have fun.
And look, and scientifically, it does stimulate the brain.
It
It
does.
stimulates. It does stimulate the brain. It makes us a lot more sharper. You know what I'm saying? But hey, sometimes life be life, you
It
know.
does. It's a nice distraction.
Yeah. So we're back again. Um, we're literally like on the eve of the Elimination Chamber going down in in Perth, Australia. I mean, as we're like talking right now, we're literally like hours away from this,
Mhm.
um, because we're both on East Coast time. So
Mhm.
by time difference, Elimination Chamber is starting for us at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Mhm.
So I gotta ask, are you getting up?
So I'm an early bird, so I'll probably be awake, honestly.
Mm,
So I watch it. Would I get up for it? Probably not. But I know I'll be awake for it, so I watch it.
I have a plan
What is our
to
plan?
get up at 5 a.m. I do have a plan.
Is it gonna happen though? Like, are you
That is the
actually gonna
question. Is it going to
like
happen?
if I
Because
text you at like 5:15, are you gonna respond? Exactly.
I think I'm capable. I think
Right.
I am capable. I am capable. I am smart. I am. You know what I'm
You
saying?
have
You know what I'm saying?
alarms.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
alarm. I have an alarm. See, I'm an early riser too. Like legit. I try to be awake on like a non office day. Like
Mhm.
I got to go in. I try to be awake by 8 a.m. I really do. Sometimes I'm up at 7:30. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So like, cause it's just having the whole day is just important to me. It's
I
just
agree with
like
you.
I can't if I'm sleeping in if it's like 9, 10 o'clock, it's because I'm drunk from the night before. It's literally no other reason for me to like to not be awake by that time. So
So I work hybrid, or technically I work remote. I have to go to DC like once, twice a month.
okay.
But like I get up early, get the kids off, and then like I get going on like work. I log into work sometimes at 7 a.m. because the sooner I get shit done, I'm out that bad.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm out.
logging off. So like
Exactly.
I will
I'm the
wake
same
up,
way.
I will log in and get some stuff going until like 7:30 to like maybe 9ish. And then I'll be like,
Yeah.
yep, Target run, or I will start dinner or I'll
Yeah.
whatever. And I will come back at like 10, knock some more workout, chill for a minute. Cause let's be honest, if you're working from the crib, you're watching TV. Um,
Absolutely. My iPad is right next to my work computer, and
mhm,
I'm watching some shit and
I'm
sending
multitasking.
yeah,
Absolutely.
multitasking, you know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
absolutely.
So I try to be logged off by like my boss ain't listening, but like 2:33, like I may log in and check my emails, but as far as like
Yeah.
actual work, your girl's done.
Yeah,
I'm done.
for sure. Like that's the plus of remote hybrid work is
Mhm.
that when you at least when you know what you're doing, you don't have uh exhausting work. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like where you're just constantly on go.
Mhm.
You kind of got like a chill thing going on. It's so much you can do. It's
Mhm.
so much. Like
I got laundry going, I got dinner on the
yeah,
stove, like,
yeah.
we're multitasking here.
Like I'm at the gym. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like
Looking
I
at my phone like, "Up, respond to that when I get back,"
Yep.
like
Yeah. It's really, really it's a nice gig, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's a nice thing, a nice system to have. But
Mhm.
yeah, like I will attempt to wake up at 5 a.m. It's if if by chance, you know what I'm saying? Like I wake up and then I'm like groggy. Oh, I'm going back to sleep and
Yeah, I
we
feel
gonna have
that.
to run this back at like 9 in the morning or
Which
some
is
shit.
fine, right? It'll be
Yeah.
wrapping up at that
Mhm.
point anyway.
Yeah.
It's still a Saturday morning, like
Absolutely. It's like early Saturday morning cartoons. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
So
Get some
like
breakfast going.
hell yeah. Breakfast in like elimination chamber. Like how can you beat that?
You
You know what I'm
can't.
saying? But yeah, we're on the cups of the elimination chamber. We are getting just closer and closer to WrestleMania 40. Are you going this time?
As of now, no.
No. Okay.
As of now, no. We'll see. Not ruling it out. Philly's only 2.5 from me. So like
Yeah,
worst
yeah.
case, I can find some scalp tickets and make it happen.
Yeah.
It's not being ruled out. But last year, like for those who don't know, I went last year.
Yeah.
And we did the suite. So like we had the meet and greets that came to us. We had the full and like once you do that, it's hard to like be a regular person after that, honestly. At least for me. Once you have that experience, you're just like, yeah, I actually don't want to be with you anymore. Like, yes, literally
Yeah.
come to me. I would like to have top shelf at my discretion.
Right.
I would like to have this meal. Um, we didn't do it this year, so maybe next year. Had I known that Mania was going to be in Philly 2 hours away, I definitely would have waited to do it. No regrets.
Yeah.
But and the reason why we did it too is we thought The Rock was coming. LA, it made sense
Mm.
for The Rock.
Yeah,
And he
yeah,
wanted to
yeah.
see The Rock. So he was like, oh, we're going. And now he's like salty as shit right now. So I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure we might sneak up because he's got to see The Rock. He's never seen The Rock in person, and that is his guy. So like,
Yeah, I hadn't seen him either. Yeah, I had not seen The Rock ever. Like, legit, my first live wrestling show wasn't until like 2022,
got you.
and I've been a wrestling fan my entire life, and I never made it to like a live show or anything like
Hmm.
that, and like, but I have been, so I hadn't been to WrestleMania or anything like that, and I do. I'm about 50-50
Yeah.
right now. I'm kind of 50 because literally, like, maybe, like, my birthday's, like, maybe a week and a half before. So
Hmm.
it's like, in case I wanna possibly do, like, a little birthday trip or anything like that,
The
you
timing's
know
there.
yeah, the time is kinda there. I definitely no, when you went, did you do all 3? You did Stand and Deliver, night 1 and night 2?
You know how much money we spent on them damn sweets?
I
And we went to Disney, and
and
we flew to
Disney,
LA, and we was
and you
there
flew to
for.
LA? Ooh.
We got there Tuesday morning. We didn't leave until Monday morning. You know how much money I spent? No, we did not. Like that was 30K I'll never see again. Worth it, but that was like 30K I will never see again. No,
I
we
I wish
did.
I had the cash, drop right now because I would've definitely dropped that right now. That ooh,
Yeah, 4 flights,
yeah.
Airbnb for the week, Disney, Mania. No, we just did the 2 nights of Mania, and then we just went 3 days of Disney.
Okay. I mean, 2 nights of Mania. I mean, that's WrestleMania.
Oh, and we
You
did
know what
Wale
I'm saying?
Mania,
And
which
you did
was fun because
Wallerman.
we took the
Okay.
16-year-old to that. So he was 16-year-old in the VIP at Wale Mania surrounded by literal
Yeah,
wrestlers. So, like, he was his
yeah,
mind was blown. Like, he was like, "Oh
yeah,
my god, that is Jade. Like, I can reach out and touch her." We're like, "Yeah, I mean, don't, but yeah."
yeah. Wrestlers off the clock. You feel
Right,
me?
and it
Like,
was it was weird because, like, he wanted to be a fanboy at 16, but even he recognized, like, they're off right now.
yeah,
Like, we were in the elevator with Omos, Shelton Benjamin, MVP, and somebody else, and he was like and we're like, say hi. Like, just don't be
Yeah, say
weird. You
what's
know what I mean?
up.
Like,
Yeah, like say what's up. Like they know you here. You know
right,
what I'm saying?
like,
Like,
they're here for a
yeah,
reason, it's cool. So, like,
yeah.
he understood, like, at 16, like, Imma let them have this moment and chill, like, I'm not out to fanboy out.
Damn, that's but like literally he got like the 16-year-old fan's dream.
Mhm.
Like
And he got a
right
Wale
there.
concert, like
And you got a Wale concert. Like
and you got a Wale concert, like
can't really beat that. Like,
and you're sitting in the VIP with your parents at
yeah,
16, like, that's a cool story to go back and tell the kids Monday
absolutely. So
morning.
yeah. Like I see why. It's like it costs a lot of money, but worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
yeah, you
No
can't put in it.
regrets.
Yeah,
No
no regrets
regrets.
at all for that. You know what I'm saying? I would have done that if I had that at that time. So please.
So, let me tell you how we did it though, because like,
Yeah.
Brian finessed the system. So, we
Okay.
actually bought 4, or sorry, 3, because the baby's free, he was 1.
Okay.
My 1-year-old has gone to Mania, like, we set the bar pretty high in his household. We bought floor tickets, and then we
Okay.
realized them bad boys were going for, like, triple. So
That
we
was a
flipped
flip.
them. So we
Hell yeah.
flipped it and bought the
Yeah.
suite. So, like, it sounds like a lot of money, big picture, but again, we had floor tickets, and we just flipped because them bad boys are going for triple, and we're like, "Shit, flip them,"
But
and then
let
we
me
used
tell
that
you,
money to buy the suite.
like the floor is somewhat overrated
I
because
couldn't we couldn't have done it because, like, remember
yeah,
I'm short, so, like, I can't
yeah,
see shit, and then with the floor with the baby, it was like, "This is actually a really bad idea."
yeah,
It just worked out that we're like, "How much they going for on Step Up? Flip them.
yeah, hell
Flip
yeah.
them bad boys."
Especially like I mean, if you're closer to the ring on the floor, then that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like if you're like
No, we
literally,
was regular people on, like, the regular floor, like, we wouldn't have been able to see
yeah,
anything,
yeah,
like,
you wouldn't see
it got
nothing.
crazy, like, to my like,
Yeah,
it looked like it was going people were going crazy down there, again, with the 1-year-old, and just not a good idea.
yeah, like because I did the floor at SummerSlam and um I'm not a short guy, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But I still had trouble like with people. I mean, there are still such thing as people taller than me. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like I still like I'm like, okay, let me stand on this chair a little bit because goddamn, like,
Mhm.
try to get a view and everything like that. And like, okay, people that don't know that's never been on a floor before, like literally production people will yell at you.
Mhm.
And they will be like, bruh,
Security be
we
like,
have a
"Excuse me."
camera, we have cameras moving around here. You have to sit down.
Mhm.
People ain't gonna listen to that shit. They
But they do make it a point, like, we do
yeah.
floor like, we did Raw and SmackDown a few times at
Mhm.
whatever, because like, in the Baltimore, we were able to get, like, floor tickets to a SmackDown for, like, $75.
Yeah, yeah,
Sure, why
yeah.
not? Like, it's whatever. I'm standing on
Hell
the
yeah.
chair. I'm 5'1". I'm standing on the chair, kiss my ass.
Yeah.
Um, but B and DJ are, like, 6'3", 6'4", it's like, they're
Mhm.
fine, but,
Yeah.
like, they have to keep me in mind, like, "Yo, I can't see nothing," so, like,
Yeah.
not a good idea.
Yeah. Like that's one thing I said. If I do another when I do another stadium show, I'm fine at first level. Like I'm
You gotta
good
get
there.
100 or
Yeah.
honestly, a good 200 in the 1st to 2nd row, depend if you get it, like, right by the ring, you Gucci
Mhm.
too.
Yeah,
Because 'Cause
you
we've done that
good.
for AEW because why would I spend real money on those tickets?
Yeah.
But I can get a nice 200 in our arena and still be and, like, still see everything. I have to, like,
Yeah.
squint and zoom, you're still good. So, like,
Yeah.
100, 200, nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Long as you
Can
right there. You can
actually see.
literally see their faces still. You can
You're
still
good.
see, yeah, you can see the whole entrance. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, unless you get like an obscure view, which would be kind of dumb.
Stupid, because
Like,
they tell
but
you that when you buy the
yeah,
ticket, but yeah.
exactly. But and most of the time you get an obscure view, they're gonna move you anyway because they
Mhm.
like, dude, we can't you literally by the stage or you buy pyro or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like floor unless I'm literally standing there with like
'Cause I'm literally right there at the
West Side
barricade.
Gun or some shit like that. I don't need to be. Yeah,
I'm
I'm
straight.
good off the
It's
floor.
an experience, been there, done
Yeah,
that, we could check it off the bucket list, but, like,
yeah,
adult Gabby is like, "Nah, I'm cool," like, being a little up,
yeah,
being comfortable.
absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. In terms of Philly, like I mean, a few homies are going. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? They going up to Philly. Like I don't have to do both night. Like, I can just do like night two and then bring my ass back home. You know what
Or
I'm
you could
saying?
honestly even do, like, the Raw or the SmackDown, 'cause SmackDown, you get the Hall of Fame too, so might as
Oh
well.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? You
yeah,
don't I
yeah.
mean, yes, you wanna be there for Mania 'cause it's Mania,
Hmm.
but, like, there are events around there that don't look
Hmm.
like that aren't as compact as Mania because you can get SmackDown, you can go to Raw,
Yeah.
you can do LA Mania. There are several things you could do.
Yeah, and then you can even though you in the city and stuff, you can still like watch WrestleMania like at your
Mhm.
Airbnb or whatever, like because
Find a
you
local bar, you
yeah
know it's
find a local
popping,
bar.
right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
like you still it's still people there, like it's hella people there that's there for WrestleMania, but they actually not going. They just
Mhm.
fucking just there
I'm
enjoying
just
the
trying to be
events.
in, which
Yeah,
is fine too, right? Because you know the
yeah,
city's still going to be popping. You're still going to walk into a random restaurant and you're still probably going to see Liv Morgan, like,
hmm
because they're there too.
yeah. Yeah, it's something. It's definitely something to see how this pans out. We're like a week out of March, so I'm kind of like, okay, it's time to make a
Got to make a
decision,
move, yeah.
right? But yeah, we'll see. We'll definitely see. So we've had a this week ain't been all that loaded and everything.
Until this morning.
Until this morning. Yeah, because that guy, that M guy, the Dave
Mm.
dude, yeah,
Shit stain? Is that what Eric
yeah,
refers to
shit
it as?
stain.
Shit stain.
You're right. The shit stain strikes again, except this time it's in the form of the Pro Wrestling Observers 2023 awards. And I don't know why they're doing this in February, but hey, maybe I mean I don't know. Do they do this all the time, like in February? But like
Probably. Most
I
people get
mean,
them out the way in December, January. Like the fact
yeah,
that you wait. I don't know. I feel like he did it to drive traffic because like no one's thinking about those things right now. Is how I feel like. So I feel like if I do it in February when no one else is doing it, lucky it's fucking March. If I do it in March, it's
I
gonna
mean,
drive the traffic back to me and my attention because at this point,
yeah,
like everyone else already ran theirs.
yeah.
Could be
So
it's a ploy, but who knows? What the
who
fuck's he
knows?
thinking about up there, or what he's not thinking about up there?
Yeah, he's already making up shit. So we all who knows? Who knows what's going on there? But I guess we can tap into that for a minute because we do have news and rumors and stuff to talk about. So let's get to it. Me and Carter's and Catering Patreon is now open. Please join and subscribe for only $3. We have exclusive premium content, Turner Truthers, Icon, Mid Carter's and Catering Patreon. Don't forget to subscribe. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news. I knew it. I love when he does that.
Yes, me too, JBL, me too.
Hmm.
So, as we were talking about before, now I don't have every single category in front of me um, in terms of the
See if I
WO,
can pull it up.
but I have a few key points,
Yeah,
a
I've
few
got some
things.
written down.
We have some written down too on behalf of Gabby, so we're definitely going to tap in and see there. But I would like to get this one. Oh my
Which one?
god!
It's so many bad ones. Like, which one
Yes,
is
it's so many bad ones, but I
there's
want to
no
get
consistency in any of it. It's
it's
like
no
we're gonna get there, right? I'm sure. But like my
yeah.
biggest issue is there's no consistency with any of it. It doesn't align. Like it's very much just like I feel like he just drew names out of a hat. Cause like it doesn't make any sense
Now, is
at
this
all.
reader vote or is this literally in Dave Meltzer's mind?
I feel like this is his mind because I feel like even the readers wouldn't vote for this combination of shit. You know what I mean? Like everyone
Yeah,
is shitting on these bad boys. So like there's no way that like one reader or readers screwed it up this bad. I truly think this man just sat there and was like, "Doo-doo-doo, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give this to you. Who's writing the check for this? All right, give them that.
I mean
Cool.
literally.
Because
Like
it's just it ain't there.
yeah, it's not there. Like, but I want to start off I'm gonna start off on bullshit.
Okay, let's go.
Well, not it's not
I mean,
bullshit,
they're all bullshit.
but
It's all
they're
bullshit.
all bullshit. They're all bullshit. But this one is just funny because I'm sure this has Tony Khan chain smoking like crazy or chain snorting. Um, the 2023 best booker.
You know what we should do? We should get like a countdown into like his next meltdown. His next meltdown.
We should
We should have like a countdown in the corner going like when it's gonna happen and like take bets or something. Like we gotta make
you
this a
know
thing at this point.
right now, day zero. Right now,
Yep, effective
day zero
immediately.
because effective immediately. We're marking it down from episode 63, day zero. Right now, we are looking next to Tony Khan's next meltdown. And this could we could by the time we come back, Next
We
week
could have had it. We
we
could have had
might,
it.
like when you walk into like a warehouse or something, and they'll say days since last incident.
That's what I'm saying. We need one of those bad boys.
Yes,
We
like
need one.
literally a green light. I'm pretty sure that shit's gonna be red by the time we come back.
And it's a matter of how many meltdowns, because it's never just
Yeah,
one, right?
it's
It's never
never just
just
one.
one. Like, it always trickles down because someone triggers him and he goes right back on the rant. But, like, yes, I think we need a countdown for his.
Yes,
We
it
need to
needs
do
to
that.
happen. So for best booker, number one, Paul Levesque, Triple H, is the 2023 best booker of the year.
I don't hate it. Okay.
I of course not. Like, cause I mean it's what the truth.
Yeah.
So
That's accurate. Okay, that's one accuracy here. That's
it's
one. We're
yeah,
not gonna
like
have many. We're not gonna have many, but we got one.
it gets hypocritical.
Real quick.
It gets hypocritical quick.
Real
So
quick.
don't have any high expectations for this. So Triple H is number one on this list.
Mhm.
Following Triple H, I think you would expect, I don't know, Shawn Michaels right there, right? But
Mhm.
no, it's not Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels is not even in this top
I was
five.
gonna say, yo, he's not even. Was he even like listed as an option? Because I'm pretty sure if HBK was there, like,
I mean, but people have this weird thing about NXT where some days they want to give it credit, then the other days they want to say, "Oh, it's developmental," and then then next week when NXT is good is, "Oh yeah, NXT is a third brand." So it's just like, bro, like y'all are inconsistent with your judgment of NXT.
mhm,
We all know NXT legit is booked and handled like a regular brand, like the rest of them.
mhm.
We know,
They
we
just have
know
green talent. Nothing's
that's
different.
it.
Nothing changes. Like, it's still the same formulas that they use on everything else.
Absolutely, but I don't know. For some reason, I guess, wasn't qualified by Dave's metrics or anything like that. But following number two is Tony Khan. Okay, now where it gets hypocritical, we're gonna revisit this. We're gonna come back where how this is hypocritical that Tony Khan is in this second spot, like
Mhm,
because it's insane.
mhm.
Um, Following that is Juan Manuel Mar, uh, Shuji Isokawa, Ishikawa, and Rosie from Stardom is number five, and we all know how it's been going on there with surrounding him and like his next moves. So that's your 2023 best booker. Um, yeah, the bullshit. No Sean, no HBK there is crazy. It's absolutely insane. Now, before I get on some bull, because I
It's coming.
okay,
Hold on. Wait a minute. All right.
wait.
Um, tell us more.
Oh, okay. You want me to jump in? All right. So, a 2023 best weekly television show.
This is where shit hits the fan, guys. This is where none of this makes sense. We need to insert the R. Kelly. Use your fucking
You
head.
like
Like,
use your common sense.
use your
Like
common sense.
so. Okay, I'm gonna start from five. I'm gonna start from five
Okay.
because I'm gonna start from
Go
five and
reverse.
make our
Go
way.
reverse
Yeah,
on
I'm gonna
me.
go
All right.
reverse because this is crazy. So, and number five is WWE NXT. Okay, so going back to where we first started with the bullshit, NXT is one of the best weekly shows. It's booked, but you're number five on this list, but your head booker for NXT doesn't make your best in booking.
Use
Like,
your common sense.
what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Okay. After that, we got CMLL Super on number four. Number three, WWE SmackDown. WWE SmackDown, the show that's been generating 2.5 million viewers per week on a consistent basis, probably since summer of 2022.
Mhm. If not so, if not before then, yeah.
It's not before then. Like they're number three.
So
So,
who's number 2 and who's number 1? Enlighten the class.
wow. I mean, shocker. right? So coming in at number 2 with a whopping 300,000 viewers every single Saturday, AEW Collision.
Ask me last time I watched Collision. I couldn't tell you. I don't, it hasn't been in 2024. I don't think. I think I stopped watching Collision back when like last summer.
Let me
Yeah, I
tell
want
you.
to say last summer, right around when Punk disappeared. I was like, all right, this has been fun, but it's time for me to go ahead and get my
Turn it
Saturdays back.
off. Let- The last time I've watched a Collision program, and the once and only time I watched Collision, was literally when CM Punk came back
hmm
and did the Zasloff promo saying, Zasloff calls me one Bill Phil.
hmm
That's literally the only time I've watched Collision.
They're the second best though. So
He
like,
was gone in like what 3 weeks after that, 3, 4
I give him a
weeks.
month. I give him a month after
Yeah,
that.
he's out the company, and then I was like,
Well,
"What
then
we
we're done
doing?"
with this show.
Yeah, like we're done here. Like,
Wrap it up. So then,
and
what's
then
number one?
and coming in at number 1, the show that has not cracked a million viewership in over 2 years,
I was gonna say, yeah,
going on 2 years.
yeah.
On Wednesday nights, AEW Dynamite is number 1.
But they don't have the number one booker. So how does that
They
work?
don't. They don't have the number. The first 2 shows don't have the number 1 booker. So how were they?
I need to understand his math because maybe my math is different than his math. Maybe he's on that new math. In school they teach some new math now, but like maybe he needs to go back to math because I have confusion.
I have confusion. I am confused. I don't understand this.
And
This
where
is
the hell is
weird.
Raw? Like I just have so many questions at this point. Like
Where is Raw? Like we're gonna knock off the
Cody,
1.2
we're gonna knock off Cody. We're gonna knock
Yeah,
off Cody.
we're gonna knock off Cody. We're gonna knock off Seth. We're gonna knock off Gunther. We're gonna knock
Becky,
off
we gonna knock off
Becky,
Bianca.
Rhea,
Right, like
Bianca. Bianca SmackDown, but
for
this.
last year though,
Remember, she was Raw
yeah,
before. Yeah, she was Raw before the draft.
that
So
championship. But yeah,
yeah,
like let's chat. I don't understand this. I
yeah,
mean, honestly, TNA has a better program than fucking Collision. And this no shade to TNA. Do not come for me in the comments.
yeah.
Don't do it.
No,
But TNA has a better product than freaking Collision. I've watched TNA more than I've watched Collision. And again, it's no shade to TNA, but like
no.
when Trinity hit the stage, I was like, okay, cool. I will give this a chance. And I gave it more chances than I gave Collision.
Absolutely. And then like you actually had good Deanna Perrazzo during that time too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Good Deanna Purrazzo.
yeah, good Deanna Perrazzo. I don't know what the
Fuck she's doing now.
yeah, I don't know what the fuck this is right now, but hey, whatever. That's what y'all wanted. But you had a lot of good things happening in TNA at that time. And now it's just like, oh boy, TNA went TNA, but hey, that's a different story for a different day.
Correct.
Um the absence of Raw here is absolutely insane because literally we like the star power. Like we're just gonna just completely ignore all the star power on Raw, even though Raw slight has lower ratings than SmackDown. Are we really? Are we doing this? Like we
Apparently we are.
really doing this? Like that is insane. That right there is. Oh, they're paying a light bill this month. Okay, give them one or
I was
two.
literally gonna say like that tells me that checks were written and checks were cashed.
Yeah, that is just very very nasty. Going. Oh yeah, we got another little nasty. A pretty nasty category here because there's so many categories. It's like we can't really like cover them all, but
Mhm.
this one is a strange funny one. So the 2023 best non-wrestler. Bear with me, please. Bear with me.
I'm
Okay,
trying. I'm
because
trying.
I okay. At number 5 we have RJ City.
I like RJ.
Yeah, RJ's cool. And number 4, for some strange reason, Renee Paquette is here.
I th- that's someone writing a check, but go
Yeah,
on.
that's a check being written because I'm like,
Hmm.
if you're gonna put Renee there, then you might as well put Samantha Irvin there too. Because like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Number 3 is Prince Nana.
Okay, you know what? Let's be fair.
Okay, because I was gonna say something
Let's.
positive. I was
Okay,
gonna
okay.
say
So
something
you're being
positive.
nice. Okay, so you're
Yes,
okay. I wasn't sure if you were being nice
despite
or
how
not
I feel
because I know
about
how you feel about
why
him.
he's here, despite why he's here, I do understand.
I get it. Okay, okay.
Him
I will
being here
give
makes
them.
sense. Him
I will
being here
give
makes
them that.
sense.
I
Yes,
will give them this one.
I'll give him that.
I'll give you two. I'll give you RJ and I'll give you Nana. All right.
Okay. At number 2, Paul Heyman.
Who the hell better than Paul Heyman? No one is the answer. The answer is
No
no
one.
one.
The
The answer
answer is
is
no
no one.
one
It's a trick question, guys. That was a trick question. For those of you guys that
because
were paying attention. Trick
yeah,
question.
because at number 1, I'm just like, are you like what the
Checks
fuck?
were written. Who's better than Paul Heyman? Tell me them. Who's number one?
According to Dave Meltzer or whatever the academy of this nonsense is, it's Don Callis.
Didn't he get caught up for like sexual harassment or something?
It was something. He got
He
a
got
little.
caught up something,
He got caught up with something and
which is why
like,
he had to leave TNA.
hmm
Huh. But you know,
mm,
AEW picks niggas like that up, so that
they
checks
sure
out.
do, don't they?
That checks out.
Don Callis. I don't know any
Has he
thought.
even been on TV recently? Like, is he even like he shows up every once in a while? But like once Kenny got sidelined, like he was like, "All right, well, this has
Yeah,
been fun."
I mean, literally, it was the whole like. Is Christian like aligned with Don Callis?
Mm-mm. I
No.
don't think
Okay.
so. I don't think
So
so.
that X is off Christian. He's not involved with the devil shit. So what the fuck is he doing? Like I don't
Checks
know
were
why he's
written.
here.
Checks were
Yeah.
written.
Because if it's not some Kenny storyline here, like the last time I saw Don Callis is when he got his head split open by Moxley and crew by
Hmm.
mistake, and he had to get staples in his forehead because of that.
And he got his ass up in Mexico.
Yeah, like during the Kenny and
Hmm.
Vikingo match,
I
I
think so.
think.
Yeah, somebody
Yeah,
whooped his ass in
so
Mexico.
like I don't know why he's here, and over Paul Heyman, that's insane.
It's
Bro.
insane.
Like, stop it.
Insane.
You're
The-
smoking crack.
He needs to holler. He must be smoking that shit, the same shit that TK's on, because there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah, that was insane. 2023 most overrated. This is
My smile immediately was like, I know. Let me just tell you, our group chat was popping today.
it was on fire.
Our group chat was insane.
It was smoking. Like it was
And we started
smoking
off early.
early.
Woods came through
Yeah.
at 6:30 with the drops. Like we started early this morning on our bullshit.
Yeah, like it was I couldn't even keep up. I was just like, all right, bro. Like
At one point, I looked and it was like 27 unread, and I was like, "Yeah, okay, guys, you've lost me."
because I was so confused. Like I was like, dog, why is this happening today? Like it is February the 23rd. Why are 2023 awards coming out right now? Like literally we do our year end around Christmas.
Hmm.
We get it done
Hence
before the new
year
year.
end. Hence
Because
year
it's
end.
the end of the year. Why are we talking about 2023 right now? But whatever. So most overrated. Interesting enough. Okay, number 5. I'm not mad about this person being on this list, but hey, like, yeah, MJF is number 5.
Okay, I'm not gonna fight you on it.
Yeah, because it's just like, bro, this dude he don't wrestle. He don't fucking wrestle. But at the same time, he had sort of a kind of compelling story in AEW for that past year. He did. I won't take that away from the stuff that him and Adam Cole were doing, even though we saw how that ended up.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We'll get to that. Put a pin in that.
Yeah, put a pin on that one. I don't even know why this person is even put on overrated, or because when they're just plain trash, period. But I guess because he was the NWA champion before his retirement, which no one cared about. Tyrus is number 4.
I don't even know why his name is brought up in wrestling conversations.
I don't either.
And I wish it wouldn't be. I wish that we would like forget that happened, that blip in time happened.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm gonna say. Like, if you don't know about his background, that's great. I encourage
Yeah.
you not to Google this. I encourage you to take our word for it. Do
Hmm.
not give him any clicks.
None.
Take our word for it. He shouldn't be in any wrestling conversation for various reasons.
Unless you want to make fun of that Funkasaurus bullshit back in the day. Like, please. Like, at least fry his career, if anything. But other than that, dog, fuck Tyrus.
Twice.
10 times. So yeah, he's number 4. I know why number 3 is here because hater. Like, I guess you're just gonna hate to the end, but CM Punk is number 3. Um, I
Hater. That's his hater.
That's hater shit. That's complete hater shit.
Complete
Because
hater
we
bullshit.
know who your peoples are. We know why
Mhm.
you put this there.
Mhm.
It is what it is. We get it. The guy that had literally the biggest return before the turn of the year is most overrated. Got you. Um, and this another hating thing. Number 2, Roman Reigns.
I don't understand the metrics here. So I'm gonna quote Jay-Z. Even y'all by
Yeah,
y'all metrics don't make sense. So
they
like
don't.
I just
Yeah, Roman Reigns being here, like y'all, like that's feeding into that Roman doesn't wrestle bullshit
Mhm.
that y'all do, and it's like he doesn't always have to wrestle. You know what I'm saying? Also, that's a part of the fucking his story. Is that
Absolutely.
I've beaten everybody. What the hell do I need to show up to work for?
Why do I need to show up and have a squash match every
For
week on
what?
SmackDown?
I'm just gonna keep winning. Nobody can stop me. Like I'm not wrestling on TV, and then on top of that, it's
Not for
like,
free.
bruh, not for
I'm
free.
not wrestling for free.
Literally, like I'm not wrestling for
But
free.
it was
Like,
okay when MJF did it though, right? Because MJF
uh,
was on the same thing when he was like, I don't wrestle for free. I only wrestle for pay-per-view, blah, blah, blah. It was cool when he did it though, right? But all of a
mm,
sudden Roman does it. Okay.
tell him, talk to him.
Understood. Understood. Got you.
Assignment understood, but okay. Now, number 1, I'm just gonna say I'm not mad. I'm, I'm not mad at it because I was just like, yeah. Anyway, because yeah, no one was popping for bruh, but Sonata is number 1. I mean,
Okay.
his yeah,
Okay.
like
I'll give you that.
okay,
I'll give you that. I'm not gonna fight you. I'm not gonna
yeah.
fight you.
I mean, literally, no one was caring about Sonata, like even during Forbidden Door.
Mhm.
Like he didn't even have to. Like he's the champion. He's the champ. He's the champ, and no one gave a shit
I
about.
bet half of y'all Google who he was. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh
Half
yeah,
of y'all just
absolutely.
Google who he was. And that's fine, right? That is the purpose
Yeah,
of this. It's okay.
yeah. We know that's what y'all did. And the whole thing on the last quarter of 2023 was literally getting that belt on Naito immediately.
Mhm.
Like that's literally
The
what
agenda
that
was
was.
clear. The agenda
Yeah,
was very clear.
the agenda was very clear. Like Naito winning the G1, and that belt was going on him.
Mhm.
It was,
Immediately.
and Sonata was heading to the back of the bricks. Like
Mhm.
literally, that's what that was. So I was not mad at Sonata being number 1 there. Um, Now this is my last note from this. The women's wrestling MVP. I know you're gonna feel a way about this.
Let's go.
I
You
know
know I
you
do.
are. I
You know
know
I
you
am.
are. Okay, so at number 5 was Becky Lynch. At number 4 was Nakano.
Mhm.
Number 3, one of your personal favorites, Athena. Number 2, Julia. And number 1, Rhea Bloody Ripley.
Where's Bianca?
Where is Bianca?
Where is Bianca?
Where's
I'm
Bianca?
confused. Like, so we just did a whole top 5 list of MVPs, and we're just gonna ignore Bianca Belair. She's not even mentioned. Nowhere in the conversation is Bianca Belair.
Tam Nakano makes this before Bianca Belair.
And I need someone to explain to me how. If I'm wrong, please tell me. Like, correct me, please. Like, send me matches. Do all of the things at me. Hi, Gabby, at me if I'm wrong. Please correct me. Correct me with facts, though. Do
Yeah,
not correct me
please.
with opinions. Do not slide in my DMs with your opinions, please.
Mm.
Correct me with facts. Make this make sense to me, please.
You
Please.
gotta make this make sense. Cause no. I mean, where's Io Sky?
Where is Asuka? Like,
Where's Oscar? Like Io literally like been on fire
she
since
got back.
Money in the Bank. Since Money
Mm-hmm.
in the Bank. Like
Mm-hmm.
with no EO, no yeah, no EO here. I feel like Charlotte was on her way to having a year,
To
but
be fair, Charlotte was
yeah,
not around for the bulk of the year.
yeah,
So I see why Charlotte's not in it.
yeah,
I'm not gonna argue that.
yeah. I'm not arguing that. Julia, of course, I have her here. Yes,
She
Julia is
should
here.
probably been higher, to be
Yeah,
honest, but that's here nor there.
I mean,
Um,
like if you swapped her and Rhea, I probably would have been okay with that.
that's what
I
I mean.
would
Like,
have
I
been
wouldn't
okay
fight
with that.
it. Like,
Yeah.
but also, and like, okay, guys, y'all know I love women's wrestling, and
Hmm.
I think Rhea is great. Rhea is bringing eyes to the product, but
Hmm.
let's talk about Rhea's quality of her matches. Like, y'all don't want to hear me on that. Like, I'm not taking away from it. She's over. I will never say that she's not over. She's 100% over. She's killing it these days. But who has she defended against that made you want to go back and rewatch that match?
I
Serious
can't,
question.
I
Serious
can't,
question.
I can't front. Like it hasn't been because
She
she didn't have a match at SummerSlam.
Mhm.
She interfered at SummerSlam, so
Mhm.
I was there. I was on the floor. I saw the whole thing. So she didn't have a match at SummerSlam. Um, Literally, like her biggest showcase match is about to take place in a few hours in Perth because like it's her homeland. So she's about to get, I'm sure her and Nia is about to have a banger. You know what I'm saying?
And they're main eventing.
And they're main eventing. So, you know what I'm saying? Like
They're
that.
about to show you why. But like if you
Yeah.
look at 2023 again,
Yeah.
name me a match where she just cleared it and you had to go back and rewatch it.
It was the one it was probably the second one. Cause didn't her and Natty have two matches? I think they had two
I don't
matches on
follow
Raw.
Natty, so like I
I
don't give a
mean,
shit.
yes, we all know like it's hard when that, but I think the second one they did it on Raw, and that one was a banger. Like they went
Natty
crazy
puts
on
on
it.
bangers. Like, let me clean
Yeah,
that up. Like, I give Natty respect because Natty is from the dungeon. Like, I will
yeah,
absolutely give her respect. But like Natty in 2024, I don't see it for her. She's had her title runs. I think
yeah,
she's there to serve her purpose and to get folks over, and that's okay. And her career stage checks out.
and she
Um,
clearly likes doing it.
she does. Like
Yeah,
she works with the newbies. She has
hmm,
AEW folks in her little ring, and she's got TNA and everyone. You have to go through Natty at this point. Let's
yeah,
be honest. Like
yeah,
I will give Natty her flowers for that every day of the week. But
hmm,
like, is Natty putting on 4-star bangers?
no, hmm,
Nah, she's not. But that is my thing with Rhea Ripley. Like, I understand she's over. I understand everything. I just don't understand the metrics on which you gave Rhea the number one spot over someone like Julia, over Tam.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't. The metrics. I really need to like email this man like every single day until he responds and be like, "What are your metrics?" Like, I need to stalk him. Like, I really need to know what the metrics are and how we're measuring these things. Because it
yeah,
doesn't make any sense to me. Like, it's so inconsistent. And it
yeah.
bothers me, man.
It does, because it's a very inconsistent thing there when it comes to Rhea. Like Rhea didn't even have a better year than Bianca, if you ask me. Like you know,
Mhm.
but it was just her. If you want to say being the face, being over, her mystique,
Then why if
like
that okay, that's you're going that route, why isn't Bianca there?
exactly. That's what I'm
If
saying. Like
that's your metrics
because
for
it's the
this.
same. Yeah, it's the same thing with Bianca. Except Bianca had more quality matches. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? She had more quality matches. She had a small little break, you know what I'm saying? But it was because she fucking needed it because she was literally wrestling all the time. She wrestled every goddamn week. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And like once EO got that title off of her, and
Have a seat.
they
Have a
wrote
seat.
her off for like a month
You
or
earn
something.
and even then it wasn't long enough. It was only a
Yeah,
month. Like, have
yeah,
a seat. Enjoy. Take a minute because you've been busting your ass for the past year and a half.
yeah.
Um, but again, like I just don't understand it. Like if you're measuring Rhea to those standards, and again, where is Bianca? No matter how you slice it or dice it, it's not there.
No, it's not. And while I'm not against this person being this lady being on this list. I do feel like she's too high on it. Athena,
Okay, that's fair.
yeah,
That's fair.
being number 3, like, nah, I
I
think
think
that's a
Tony
stretch.
Khan wrote a check, but he couldn't make her number one, right? So like,
Yeah,
okay,
you
I'm gonna
can't,
cash your check. I can't make you number one, number two, but because you wrote me this check, I'm gonna throw her number three. And we're gonna call it even. You know what I
but you
mean?
gonna
Like,
write a check for this, but you can't write a check for us to see her more on outside of the ROH bullshit y'all doing. Because like that's my problem with her being where she is because it's like, bro, like how many eyes even seen her during this period? Because who the hell is watching ROH to even say, oh yeah, she needs to be on number 3
I
above
got a rant about
Becky
Ring of
Lynch?
Honor, and y'all know I love
Yeah,
Ring of Honor. I got a rant on Ring of Honor. We'll do later, probably towards the end of the show when we're talking
yeah,
about the misses. But I have a rant on Ring of Honor and the timing of Ring of Honor.
yeah. It's nasty. It is nasty. Like I don't know. That's kind of strange to me. But Julia being there, I'm good because I mean Julia was on my top
Mhm.
5 women's list too. You know what I'm saying? Women's
Mhm.
performers for last year too. So yeah, I Julia being there, that's cool. Like that's cool with me. Um, now. Okay, those are the ones that I had. It was another. Oh, it was like worst
The gimmicks.
feuds
It's the gimmicks and feuds.
and
That
gimmick.
was.
Yes.
Mhm.
Um, which is the part of which is where I had the issue with your number 1 and number 2 um weekly television shows
So the
because no, go ahead.
so we're gonna do the worst feuds of the year. We're gonna go reverse because I'm still your thunder. We're gonna
Go
go
ahead,
reverse.
because yeah,
Number 5, Adam Cole and Jericho. All right, that's fair. I don't remember that shit,
I
so that's
don't
fair.
like.
I
I'm
don't
like,
remember it, so that okay. I
okay.
tell you how bad it was. I don't remember that shit.
Yeah, this must have been before. It was had to have been before Wembley because
Absolutely.
yeah, it had to have been before that. So again, like okay,
Number 4, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler.
that should have been there.
Yeah,
That
that was
absolutely should have been there.
yeah, I agree.
Look, I was in that arena that night. I was in the stadium. You could hear an ant fart during that goddamn match. That match was ass. It was
Mhm.
terrible. And thank God everything that happened after that happened because they sucked the fucking life out the room
And you
with
know
that
what's
match.
crazy is that in theory,
Yeah.
I'm not a Ronda Rousey fan. Sorry, I'm not. It is what it is. But in theory, that could have had so much potential.
It could have.
That's what everybody wanted when Ronda first got in. Everyone was like, "Bet
Absolutely.
her and Shayna is gonna be a banger," and it didn't happen. And then when they finally pulled the trigger on it, that's what you gave me.
Because they went about it the wrong way.
100%.
They went about it the wrong way. Like it was an MMA rules match. Like
Yeah,
how you gonna do an MMA rules match and you not in like literally like a fight pit setting?
you're not even in
Like,
an octagon. Get the fuck
you're
out of
not
here.
even on
Yep.
octagon. So what does this MMA like? You have to understand something. You are trying to sell this to wrestling fans. You know
Who
what I'm
have
saying?
not
Like
crossed over. They're
have not crossed over yet. You know what I'm saying? Like what are you? And like again, you're doing this with also it hurts it hurts it more because the bigger name there, the bigger star there, can't talk on a fucking mic.
I mean, neither one
Shayna,
of them are great, but
yeah, like she can't talk on the mic. Shayna talks better on the mic than
that
Ronda
ain't saying
does,
much
and
though.
that ain't saying much. You know what I'm saying? But so you already had a problem there with like even selling this whole thing. Like if I say if you like how we are currently now doing these pre-press conferences to things where we having these face offs
That
and
would have
making
been lit.
that probably would have made this a whole lot better
100%.
than what we got at SummerSlam.
Mhm.
But that match, that feud absolutely belongs on that list.
Absolutely. Number 3,
Okay.
Tyrus and EC3.
Who the fuck saw that?
We're gonna move on.
But I'm
Um,
glad it's there.
we're gonna move on. We're not even
Yeah.
gonna give that any attention.
Yeah.
Number 2, The Outcast versus AEW Originals.
That belongs there, but okay. But this is one of their bigger feuds, right? So this is hypocrisy that I'm talking about, right? This is something that was going on AEW Dynamite. This is your biggest feud in the women's
It crossed
division.
over. It was on all of them.
Yeah, it crossed over. This is your biggest women's division feud because you only gave them one spot on TV every week any fucking way, right?
If they got the one.
So how in the hell is Dynamite a number one weekly program when this is one of the worst feuds?
Feud number 1. Dun dun dun. Drum roll.
Drum roll.
MJF versus the Devil. So for those of you who are keeping counting, in case anybody was wondering, of the top 5 feuds, AEW holds 1, 2, 3.
They
Over
hold
half
3.
of the list, they hold 3 out of the 5 worst feuds, but they are the number 1 show and the number 2 show.
The
For those
number
of you
one
who
and
are,
number 2 show.
for those of you who are keeping track of the count, holding 3 of the 5 worst feuds.
And again, these
The
feuds,
metrics ain't metricing.
the metrics are not metricing because listen, like literally that MJF the Devil thing was literally their top booked feud
Mhm.
the entire year of AEW of Dynamite and Collision.
Mhm.
Literally, that was the top feud, and that's
Mhm.
the top worst. So the math again, like it's
None
not
of
making
this
sense.
makes sense. So, like, I'm not gonna touch all of these because we don't have time for that. But there, another one that, as I just scroll through the list, it just stuck out to me is 2023's best television announcer, Excalibur.
Oh my fucking god!
I don't like it. Doesn't. I'm confused. Like, I actually don't like. I just don't.
Over Michael Cole,
Over anybody.
over
Shit.
anyone, over Booker.
Riccaboni.
Oh
Like,
gosh, and
pick
that's the
all
other.
of them.
Y'all said Booker T was one of the worst. Like
Yep.
okay, bro. Like
How
we
to? I just. It doesn't. Excalibur. Because we're not about to act like Taz ain't killing the game these days. Like, and I don't watch AEW, but we're not gonna pretend like Taz is not a great announcer. Like, he ain't even on the list. He ain't even there.
Taz not there, but Excalibur is.
Is number 1?
Is Tony Schiavone even there?
No. So, like, okay. So I'm still scrolling, and 2023's best major wrestling show is AEW Revolution. Number 2, AEW. Number 3, AEW. Number 4, WrestleMania Night 1. Number 5, AEW. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out. Get the entire fuck out. Like
Like,
it's
we're not
like,
like,
bruh, what are we
what are
doing, bro?
but meanwhile, FTR is the number 1 tag team for the 50th year in a row. Like,
And how
again,
many times did FTR even wrestle? They didn't even make it to Wembley. Like Cash couldn't even go to Wembley because he got a pistol charge in Florida. Like, what are you talking about?
I just don't understand. Like, the metrics, they're not. And then the devil in here still is just like, how was the devil number 1 worst? What I can't even think what the title of it was. It wasn't the worst feud, but literally worst gimmick was the devil. So like, how
And
was the
you're the
worst?
worst gimmick.
How is that your worst gimmick in your number 1 and 2 shows? So basically, what you're saying, all of the worst things have AEW things in them, right? But meanwhile, AEW is the 1 and 2. Your metrics ain't metricing.
And now you have seen exactly what I've been saying this entire time. Like I'm like, bro, like this vote, this whole awards thing is bullshit. This is stupid.
It's
It's
just
dumb. It's hypocritical. It doesn't make sense. It's not consistent. It's all over the place. Like what are we doing, bro?
the 2023 worst gimmicks. Number 1, the devil. Number
Okay.
2, QTV. Number 3, Tony Storm. Number 4, House of Torture. Number 5, Outcast. So of the worst gimmicks, you motherfuckers own 4, but you
Four.
guys are the best TV show though, right?
You got the
Okay.
best TV show.
You
Literally
got it,
all of
champ.
that.
You
All
got
of
it,
that
champ.
is on Dynamite. Like, all right, bro. Except for House of Torture and New Japan. That's it. Like, what are y'all doing? Oh my
Use your
god.
common sense. Like
Oh.
I'm done. We're not talking about that anymore. But that is the point, right? That we said at the top of the show. The metrics
Yeah.
don't make sense. It's so inconsistent. It's blatantly inconsistent. It's blatantly checks being written. Because how do you have all of the worst things in the categories, but yet you have the number 1 show?
Yeah. Y'all not. Yeah. Y'all on some bullshit. That's crazy. That was crazy. But since we had brought up House of Torture and New Japan, real quick,
Mhm.
um, to get over to some quick New Japan news.
Mhm.
Nick Nemeth, formerly Dolph Ziggler,
I
defeated.
love I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah, we know. Gabby is a Dolph stan. Look, I fuck with Dolph. Dolph is my dude. I always like Dolph. You know what I'm saying? I just wish they changed his theme music sometimes because my God, I hate that damn
But I
WWE theme
think
so
that
much.
it checks out for Dolph, right? Like,
It
you know what I mean?
does.
Like, is it the greatest? No, but I think it truly works for Dolph and like
Yeah.
Dolph's personality and the fact that Dolph is a hoe. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it checks out. But
It
yes,
checks
we are
out.
going
It's
to give
like,
our love to Dolph right now because he was being paid by WWE to do nothing for so long,
yeah,
basically so that nobody else could have him.
yeah.
And he still got it. He
Oh yeah.
still fucking got it, yo.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
didn't go to AEW. So
He did not go to AEW. He's literally on a tour. Like he doing TNA and jumping over to New Japan and all
doing
like
indies still.
doing
He's
indies.
doing
Like, hey,
signings. Like,
I
fuck
fuck with
it.
Dolph. I fuck with Dolph's journey. I fuck what he's doing. But he defeated David Finlay for the IWGP Global title. Now, now the global title basically is the new intercontinental title over there.
Agreed.
You basically gave that man a title that he would win in WWE. So
Yes.
it's like, bro, like I want y'all to treat him like a bigger deal than that. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to see him go against Naito. You know what I'm saying? Or something.
I think it's a baby step slow process, right? I think you
Probably
gotta
so.
walk before you crawl because we
Yeah.
know Dolph, we know, but does their
Do
audience
they know
know
Dolph?
Dolph, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's part of it. Like, yes, Dolph can still go. We know Dolph, but does the average NJPW fan? Because keep in mind, they are very niche. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
do they know the greatness of Dolph Ziggler? This will give him a
Mhm.
chance to show that, and then hopefully down the line we can get him in a bigger title. But I think that's the method behind the madness. I could be
Mhm.
wrong, but
No,
that's how I
and I'm
kind of
not.
see it.
I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm agreeing with you there because it's like, yeah, Dolph is a workhorse,
Hmm.
natural workhorse. You know what I'm saying? So if that's how y'all want to treat this global title as a workhorse title and everything like that, to give him some proving grounds to where it's like, okay, he can go up to the top, then I guess that's a good start. You know what I'm saying? That's a great start. And for him, this has not taken long. Like
Hmm.
literally, he
He just
just
showed up like
he
last
just
week.
showed up. Yeah.
Hmm.
So and he beat David Finlay, who is really a top guy over there. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So they know David Finlay,
Hmm.
and for David Finlay to do the job for Dolph, for Nick, hey, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying?
23
So
minutes.
yeah,
They put
23
on
minute
that's a
match.
pretty long match.
Wow.
23 minutes
Yeah.
as
So they
opposed to
won
8
that.
minutes.
Yeah. Which is the New Japan LOL of the week. I mean, that title is already a fucking joke. I call it the TV dinner box
It is.
title because that shit is one of the ugliest belts I've ever seen. But your new television champion, Matthew Riddle, defeated Hiroshi Tanahashi in 8 minutes.
I got nothing for you on this one, bro.
I don't really have much here. Tanahashi is the top guy over there now, and So he can book himself any way he wants. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Obviously, it's his decision. So,
This was of course it was
right.
his decision in this, but we'll see what happens on that. I mean, Zack Sabre Jr. had that ugly ass belt for a very long time.
Hmm.
I believe was he the inaugural? He might have been the inaugural. I can't remember, but um, he had it for a long time. If there's somebody you can put that ugly ass thing on for a long time, it's Matt Riddle because who gives a
Who
fuck?
gives a fuck?
Yeah, who cares? We're
Uh,
not checking for that shit. So uh, I guess that's a way of giving Matt Riddle a fucking
Something
Forbidden
to
Door
do. Something to
3
do. I
match
guess.
later in the summer. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
I guess,
whatever.
girl. I
Who
guess.
cares? Um, well, yeah, that's some New Japan stuff.
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry. Speaking of New
No, you
Japan and Stardom, this
and
is
Stardom.
our girls last week on contract.
It
This is
is.
Julia's last week on contract.
And I already saw a change because in one of her matches, her hair got
They
cut.
cut her hair and she changed her
Yeah.
hair. Did you see it?
Yes, I did. She looked good.
She's still bad as hell. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter what she does. She
Julie
can
looks
go
good.
bald. She's still gonna be the baddest bitch
Yeah.
out there, and that's fine. But I think that her new look is very WWE like.
That's exactly
That's
what I
probably where
took
you're
away
going with
from it.
that.
That's what I took away from it.
Yeah, her new style is very because like a little Asian girl showing up in box braids wasn't gonna get over. Let's be
No, that
honest, in
wasn't gonna happen.
WWE that
I
wasn't gonna
mean,
be a thing.
nah.
It worked over there,
Yeah.
but I think that her new look is very WWE packaged. So like,
Yeah. It's going
we'll
to
see.
translate pretty well when she
Mhm.
makes it stateside. Like
Mhm.
I think so. I would not be surprised because I mean we look at it now like if we want to take it back to remember I posted in the group chat the other day was how they used to show new signings in the crowd at
Mhm.
Stand and Deliver
Mhm.
takeovers and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to see Julia in that crowd at Stand and Deliver. Um, with her dress, her casual suit on, and people
Mhm.
crowd may be like, "Oh shit, they go
Badass.
Julia!" Yeah,
Yep.
looking,
Just as badass.
woo, looking
Badass.
good. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah, she looks good. She looks good, but
Mhm.
it's time to go. It's time for her to go. And they said in March. They said March
Yeah.
she would be done. So
Mhm. March 1, she's done.
yeah, so Julia is definitely on her way. She is getting ready to show up. We got some WWE 2K stuff.
Oh yeah, my conspiracy theories in our group chat.
Yeah, you was going in. You were going in like they dropped the image and I think they did it last year too. They dropped the image of
Yeah.
the season pass DLC, who's
Mhm.
coming and everything like that. Um, if you want to talk about it real quick, you can.
All right, so they dropped the season pass for the download account, and I think I kind of figured out some of the people on here. I
Yeah.
for sure see the Dudleys, the glasses.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, I see Kyrie saying with the wheel.
Okay. Oh, that makes a pirate wheel. Yeah.
Mhm. I see the little Jade, the little emerald gem.
So
I see
Jay
Jade.
Cargill. Yeah.
Mhm. So I see the OG Women's Championship, and that could be honestly a lot of people. I would say
Yeah.
that I would love for it to be Sable or Jackie.
It could be
When I think of
Victoria.
it's so many people that when you think of
Yeah.
that title, there are so many names. Ivory, Molly Holly. I mean, those people are already in the game, but like there are so
Yeah.
many people in there. So one of the biggest things that we were debating about in this as well in our group chat
Mhm.
is the American flag. And then one of you all pointed out there's actually a bus. So it's actually
The Lex Express is
the Lex
nasty.
Express.
So that means
This will be
Luger
his
is
first time
yeah.
since like the old days. Like we're not talking
Yeah.
about the old school, like
Since
in recent, in the recent.
WCW Revenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um I don't know how I feel about that though. I ain't gonna hold you. I have not forgiven. Y'all know I will. I will
Yeah.
tag Lex Luger every chance he get for what he did in that situation. We're not even gonna get into
Yeah.
that today. Conversation of
Yeah.
the day. Google it. But I have not forgiven Lex Luger, and I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good
I'm
too.
good.
I mean, I ain't never fuck with Lex as a wrestler anyway. So I ain't fuck with none of that shit. We all know the whole thing about the Lex Express and why it existed anyway. Because
Mhm.
old creative man was looking for a replacement for Hogan and
Mhm.
everything like that. So we all know why that's there. But because before we was like, Hacksaw Jim
Yeah, I
Duggan.
was like, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, that checks out. I would like
Well,
to see him in
Hogan
a
is
game.
always in the game, or Dusty Rose, but Dusty Rose is in the pre-order thing with the
Mhm.
Cody
He's in the
stuff.
downloadable
So
content, yep.
yeah, downloadable content. So nah, so yeah, the Lex Express kind of just makes sense there.
Whatever. So we're gonna move on. I saw an Apple. Tells me it's Carlito.
Carlito, yeah.
I saw the DDP. Y'all know I love me
Now
some
that's who
DDP.
I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to my dog DDP. That self high five. If they got that in the game, oh, I'm here. Oh, man, that was my guy.
Yeah, so hopefully it's DDP.
Yeah.
And there are tons of people, and there are some of these you can take different ways, but those are just the immediate ones that I saw.
Yeah,
And I just need to see. I need to see my DDP.
yeah, I need to
I
see
need
DDP.
I need my DDP like
Yeah. I need WCW DDP in that game. I don't like
100%.
that's who I want. I
No
want
DDP slaughter will ever
no.
stand on this podcast, just so
Oh,
we're clear.
DDP slander is we not doing that. DDP didn't save lives, man. Y'all hell no. DDP my
Literally.
dog. Nah,
And
that's my
I have his yoga. Like it's legit. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's just yoga." It's like, have you done DDP yoga? Because like
I
you
wanna
get a
check it
sweat
out.
going. You
I
will
wanna
get a
check it
sweat
out.
going. And they have like a lot of them where it's like the most basic things, and then you have like
Yeah.
the intense. But like, let me tell you, DDP yoga is a freaking workout. Like it's not your mama's yoga.
Yeah, like 'cause I this is funny you bring that up because I saw recently, I don't know if I'm pretty sure you saw it too, like the butterbean like
Mm-hmm.
thing lately. Yeah, like butterbean was like on a walker, like barely, and then like he went through the DDP yoga thing like that, and like he's like no walker, no, like he
He's
healthier, he done lost
rehabbed.
weight, he rehab
DDP
crazy.
has rehabbed your fave. I guarantee
Yeah.
you. I guarantee you.
Yeah, DDP, like even going back to like the Scott Hall part of
Mm-hmm.
like DDP yoga saved Scott Hall, you know what I'm
He
saying?
sobered up Big Cass. I hate Big
Yeah,
Cass, but I love a good sobriety story. But he sobered
yeah,
up Big Cass and got Big Cass back into shape after his stroke and everything he went through.
yeah.
I mean, like, we're never gonna talk bad about DDP on this podcast ever.
Nah. DDP is free. That's my dude. I fuck with DDP. Um, but yeah, and it was, and I know you saw. I think another thing about that downloadable content or just 2K24 in general, it's heavily like they got a lot of managerial content
Hmm.
coming too. Like I think Jimmy Hart is kind of
Oh
like
yeah, you
teased on
mentioned them.
that
Yep,
too. Yeah, like they
the
showed the
megaphone.
megaphone.
Hmm.
I already saw that Bobby the Brain Heenan is like back in the
Hmm.
game. Teddy
Just
Long seems to be back.
yeah,
Yeah, like so it's a lot. Like they
he got
over.
Cody's dog as a manager.
Yeah, Pharaoh being in that is
Pharaoh is,
crazy.
is a
That's
manager.
insane.
I
If that
like it
don't tell
though.
y'all they fully behind Cody and his bullshit, bro, like there you have it right there. They put his dog in the game. We barely have seen Pharaoh other than like
He was,
pre-show
yeah.
walk-ins. Like
Mhm.
he
And he
ain't
is a
like,
downloadable character. He's a
yeah,
story.
that's
He's in story
crazy.
mode. But see, I actually liked last year's story mode. They had the women's one.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I played that through. I actually like the GM mode. I think the GM mode, if anyone ever has time, it's definitely time consuming. But if you got something to do, the GM mode is actually really cool too. So like, I actually like the 2K games.
And I think they overhauling GM mode too on
Mm.
24. They overhauling that. It seemed like the part that they're worried about the like most of us work because I'm a universe mode person,
Mm-hmm.
but I think universe mode got a lot of people worried because they feeling like it's not getting that overhaul like everybody has been wanting. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But I don't know. I only know when I literally hit play on it and I see it for myself. But everything else seems to be like really, really going towards like that schedule of which they wanted to be on because it's still ironically still last generation
Mm-hmm.
because it's still coming out on like PS4 and the Xbox One. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're trying to get the pieces, the source correct and everything like that before they ready to overhaul it into the current gen right now. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So but they're headed in the right direction. Every single since 22, since they took that break from 20 You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? And 20, every single one of them have gotten better.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So 22 was better, 23 was way better. So 24 is only going to be looking up from there. So I'm excited for it. I'm really excited to see what they're doing there.
But you know who's not in the game?
Yeah. So, but some people that were skeptical or thinking about this, Brock Lesnar, as we know, his name has been attached to old creative nasty tactics and movements. You know what I'm saying? Brock Lesnar is in the game. He's in the game, but you can't play as Brock Lesnar in the game. He will be unplayable. You know what I'm saying? Upon release. Now, when all this stuff popped off, of course, 2K24 was heavily in development by that time. It was too
Mhm.
late to really remove anything, remove
Mhm.
him or anything from the game by that time. But and this is not the first time this has happened in any WWE game. Like there's been multiple times where certain wrestlers were removed from the game or their source code was still in the game. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Like I'm not going to mention even the names. Well, Jeff Hardy was actually one of them. I will
Yeah.
say Jeff Hardy was. I can say his name, but other people they weren't in the source code, but they seeded them out. And I'm pretty sure if you play WWE 2K, we all know about the community creations and how that's a shared space among all the platforms in 2K.
Mhm.
So they're going to pull him from there anyway and have him on a community. They do it with everybody, bro.
Absolutely. There's always an asshole. Mhm.
Yeah, it's always a dickhead that does that. So they're going to do that because yes, his source is still going to be in the game or whatnot. But for people with brains and people that's like, oh well, hey, I don't care anyway. He ain't in the damn game. You know what I'm saying? He's in the game, but you can't play as him. So that's the end of that with 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 Bork Laser. Um, let's see. Let me think. What else? You know what? I feel like we can talk about that during this week. Well, no, we can talk about that now. This because this was crazy. Okay, like I don't know what I think I'm tired of saying I don't know what the fuck Tony Khan is thinking, but whatever. Um,
It's a common theme. It's fine.
yeah. The April 6th episode of AEW Collision is going to be going head to head with Night One of WrestleMania.
Boom. We can get into that because that really leads into my Ring of Honor. It links into another one of my rants with Tony Khan.
Okay,
So boom,
let's
let's talk
go.
about it.
Let's talk about it.
Why on earth does he think that his product can compete with anything during WrestleMania week, much less weekend? No one's watching that, bro.
Who's gonna even be there?
No one's watching that. No one's gonna be at that. Oh, you know what? People might come because the tickets will be like buy one get six free.
I mean,
Take
literally,
your family.
yes.
Um, take your family to wrestling for like $2.50. Might even throw in some fucking popcorn at this point because they're always doing twofers. But why does he think that his product is good enough to compete with WWE on a good day, much less during Mania week and weekend? Because why is there a Ring of Honor show on Friday night? And it's funny, right? I have to find the article, so please don't quote me, but I know it exists because we talked about this
Hmm.
before in my homeboys. Tony Khan, when he bought Ring of Honor, they asked him last year why he was running up against Mania. He was like, it's already in the works, but when I bought the company, I couldn't change it. I will not be doing them moving forward. I can book my own shows. I don't need to ride the coattails of WWE to then turn around the next year and do the exact same thing. Because we've known where Mania is going to be for like the past year,
For
right?
the past year, yeah.
So why are you booking it in Philly on Friday? You're going to go up against SmackDown in the Hall of Fame. At least last year, it went up on Thursday, so it went up against TNA. Okay, that's fair. TNA or Ring of Honor, which one you watching? Checks out, right? Like, because you at that time, Trinity and them weren't there, so it checked out. Like, okay,
Yeah.
sure, two shows that I'm not gonna watch going up against each other. Whatevs, right? Flip a fucking coin at this point. But why would you put that up against on a Friday night
On the
in
go home
Philly
on
on
the
a go
go
home
home
show
show.
with Roman and The Rock and everyone in the Hall of Fame? Like, why? I'm confused. Why do you think that's your product? Because you wrote Dave Meltzer a check and he told you could go head to head with WWE and you'd win? because that math again ain't mathing.
And it's WrestleMania.
Again,
It is
y'all
WrestleMania.
can't go up against them on a good day. On a
That's
random Friday night SmackDown, you're not gonna win. On a random Monday Night Raw, a random Tuesday, you couldn't even beat NXT, my homie. But you
that's
want to go
like
up against Mania Week, much less Mania Weekend. Get the fuck out of here.
that's like putting the NHL All-Star game on the same day as the Super Bowl.
Make it make sense.
I'm like this, and now that's not me insulting hockey. That's not me insulting the
I like
NHL
hockey. We're
because
not
I love
insulting it,
hockey.
but we're
I
saying
mean,
the math is
we're from
the
Hockey
numbers,
Town. Like,
right?
come on.
The math is math, and the math is there. Like again, why do you think? And you made this whole big thing, and again, I'll go find it, and I will send you a link.
Mhm.
But he literally was like, "I don't have to compete with them. I'm not doing it anymore. We're not doing it. We're not doing it." And then you immediately went and turned around and did it. So you're definitely riding the E's coattails.
You
Like it's
absolutely are riding their
and you did
coattails.
it on purpose because they just dropped tickets today, I believe, for the event. They announced it like Monday, and they dropped tickets today that they're going to be in Philly. So like you knew what you were doing, right?
Like you knew what you were doing. You also low key because okay, so everybody knows how Mania weekend works.
Mm-hmm.
Like WWE is in town. They're in town
The whole week.
the whole week. They in town the whole week. But there's also a lot of indie promotions that be doing shit. Like they be doing
Indie promotions.
indie promotions that be doing shit.
GCW rides the coattails.
Yes, GCW. Literally, WrestleCon does the whole. They're do a
Mm-hmm.
convention this the whole time too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That is the point because people are in town. There is money available. There is money being spent.
and
If
that's
I'm chilling on a
exactly.
random I'm chilling on a random Wednesday night and GCW got a show and I'm in town, I'm going.
I might go. Yeah, I
I
might
might
go to
I
that.
have a better chance of be going to a G and there's no shade to GCW because
Yeah,
they have some bangers. But it's if it's I'm in town and I got $20 to blow, I'm gonna go to that show. You have a better
yeah,
chance of me going to that Mania week when I'm in town than a random Wednesday in February in Ohio.
yeah.
Probably
Literally.
not, right?
Yeah,
That is their point. That is when your talent showcases themselves because again, you know the big scouts and the big boys are in town. So now I'm gonna
yeah,
go to my little indie and I'm gonna put on a fucking 5-star banger because you
yeah.
never know who's in that crowd, right? You don't know. That is the
Exactly.
point. You are not an indie, Tony Khan.
No, you're
Ring of
not.
Honor is not an indie. AEW is not an indie.
And also like being that literally like your whole thing you treating your talent like independent contractors, like you literally give them that independent contract freedom. You gonna throw them on a collision on Saturday and you gonna fuck up their money that they
Hmm.
could be making. Like they
Sky
could
Blue
go.
could have got a random booking, and God knows who the fuck where.
Yeah,
But
you
she
could.
could have got it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you could have got a booking like you could have got a booking at one of these indie shows. You also fucked up my WrestleCon money because like I could literally go get me a booth at WrestleCon and be signing autographs and shit and making money off of that. You doing all that so you can go head to head with WrestleMania. Ain't nobody even gonna watch the goddamn show.
And it's happened before where Tony Khan has booked people who have had, like I say, Sky Blue because I know this for a
Yeah.
fact. Sky Blue is booked for something in MCW, Maryland Championship Wrestling, and she
Mhm.
got pulled from it. I want to say so did Jeff Jarrett and somebody else because they got booked for Collision. And I was gonna go because you know what? MCW's like it's legit and it's not
Yeah.
expensive either. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let's fuck it. We'll go down there for the DC for the weekend and see that. And then
Yeah.
like they pulled everybody because the niggas had to go to Collision. So it's like once again, you fucking up people's money
Yeah.
for what? Yes, Sky Blue is signed. Yes, it's fine. But like we don't know her contract. She
Yeah.
was new. She didn't start popping until like recently. So I'm sure like her
Mhm.
contract is probably more than I make a year. But
Yeah.
like it's probably she probably uses those indie shows for reps too, right? Because
Offset it or get
we
reps.
all
Yeah.
know the AEW does not have a PC.
They
They do
do
not
not.
have these things. So when do you have a chance to showcase and do new things when you're on an indie booking? Because not a lot of folks are there. So that if it goes wrong or goes left, no one's going to see it. So they probably use those for the reps, right?
Yeah.
So now you just fucked up somebody's money and someone's opportunity to do better and to put them their talent because you decided you want to go head to head with WWE. Get the fuck out of
It's
here.
not gonna work. It's
I don't
not gonna
understand it.
work,
I don't
bro.
understand
Like,
it. I don't understand it.
and did you see happen? It's funny you mentioned that because did you see this idiot talk about like why he's they're selling the way they're selling, right? Oh my god, man.
Nope, didn't see it. I've become you now. So like when I see certain things on my timeline, I just keep scrolling.
Yeah, like I couldn't help but see it because it was like Tony Khan explains why they going to the venues that they go to now. Now they're still going to arenas, but it's funny because they're like, oh, we're doing our I see how they playing funny numbers. They playing really
If
funny
I
numbers.
can sell out St. Andrews Hall, I'm gonna
Mhm.
sell out St. Andrews Hall because the sellout's
Yeah,
a sellout, right? It doesn't matter if it's 15 people or 16 people. It's
mhm,
technically sold out, as opposed to
right.
going to Little Caesars Arena.
Where we stage it for it to be for 2,000 people. But
So
2,000 people only make up 23% of the arena
So
of
they
what it.
played that funny game in Baltimore because back in the day, Ring of Honor, anyone who knows Ring of Honor country is Baltimore. They were at UMBC, which is a local college. And they sold
Mhm,
that bad boy out every single time because again, we know it. It's little, it's small, it works, right? It's Ring of Honor country. They tried to be slick last year and they went to the new Baltimore arena and that shit had maybe 25 people there. So you try to jump out the window and try to sell this Baltimore arena, and everybody was like, "You are in Ring of Honor country in Baltimore. Why are you not going to Ring of Honor's home? This is so stupid. It's a small arena. It's a college campus. It makes sense, right? But instead, you went to jump out the window and try to sell out Baltimore arena, and they were like, not as much, right? Probably not going to do that. So now they're trying to go back to the smaller arenas because, again, you can sell those bad boys out, or you can hard cam them and they're not as bad. They don't look as obvious. They're not sold out. Whereas
yeah.
if you do a full panel arena, it's like, oh, ain't nobody over
Ain't
there
nobody up there.
or
Y'all
there.
found the biggest piece of tarp ever to cover all this shit. Then like that's crazy. Y'all couldn't even find no tarp to cover that shit.
It's
Y'all
finessing the
just cut the
numbers.
lights off.
It's padding the numbers, and like it's not. We're on to you. I see you. I see what you're doing. Like
Like if y'all don't stop the cap, stop it. Stop. Look, I don't know who runs WrestleTix. I know they don't, but I just be tell the truth. Tell the truth. Say how much that capacity takes up, bro, before y'all say how many available tickets there are. Put that percentage of capacity in that same tweet too. Put it in
have
that
they even
post.
sold out TD yet? Is TD officially sold out?
I think they were like, I
They
think
close,
they close
but they ain't
to
there.
about it, and this probably and it's fit like 50%, probably 50% because I think it
And
was
we
like
talked about
staged for
this.
5,000 people. I think,
Talked about this in the group chat
yeah.
too. The most expensive ticket in TD for that night is $50.
Oh, and they doing like a buy three get one, ain't they?
And they're doing twofers. Yep. So if you buy 3, you get 1 free, and the most expensive ticket is $50. And again, we talked about this before. Like the only reason why he announced it is because he needs to sell the stadium. He could not sell it out or anywhere close to it. He couldn't
Yeah,
probably get 30% of that boy if he didn't announce Boss Town.
exactly. Like,
So
come
you're
on.
now finessing and you're trying to play this game, and like we're on to you.
We
I'm
see
on to
it,
you.
bro.
I
We
see you.
see it.
I
That's an
see what you're
NBA
doing.
arena. I know how many people that seat, bro. You can't fool me.
Google is free.
It's free. Like,
It's free all
stop
day
it,
long.
bro. Like, oh my gosh, it's just so ridiculous. But yeah, that's their mess. That's the bit that they've
But you know
created.
what? They have the 1 and 2 show. So
Yeah, 1 and 2 show though.
they got it,
Yeah,
champ. You got it,
yeah,
champ.
you got it. Way to go. But yeah, so much news, so much stuff going on. We want to get out of here soon. So we want to gloss over this week in wrestling real quick and talk about that card for the chamber. And then we're going to wrap this whole thing up. So let's get into that. I think we can get in this week in wrestling real quick.
Yes, sir.
Oh no, he peeped real quick.
I am the BESC.
Acknowledge me.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
Yo, I don't want to see that though.
Okay, here's
Or
what it is made.
2024.
You know what? I'm a vibe.
Nah, you
Oh, you want this out? Get it off, man.
What blew my mind in wrestling this week is MJF beating the Pen.
Lately, he just hasn't been very oozy.
Right now, NXT. business full of counterfeit bucks.
Demon home, pussy. We out.
Now, before we like, as we're about to talk about real quick about Raw real fast, I want to point out something that happened. We had our first TKO crossover.
We did.
We had a TKO canon event.
We
It happened.
did.
That was crazy.
Didn't see
So
it coming either. It didn't leak.
did
No
not.
one spoiled it. Like, did not see it coming. It was very random. But yeah, we had our first crossover.
I don't know. This could be the first of many.
Many.
This could be the fun. Like, this is the, like, it's the energy. I'm feeling it. It's very sports. Very sports. You know what I'm saying? So Michael Chandler of the UFC, he was in attendance at Raw and everything. And Samantha like walked up to him with the mic. Was like, "Yeah, Michael Chandler's in the building." And Michael Chandler grabbed the mic, like, "I'm sorry, sweetheart, I got to get this off." What's up? What's up, Anaheim? And the Anaheim crowd was crazy. Like, they was they're going crazy that night. He said, "What's up, Anaheim? What's good? Hey, I just got to say something real quick. Conor McGregor, I want you in the octagon." I said, "Yo, what?
What?
I said, we here?
Let's go.
We here? We one company? We one company now?"
That's what they've been saying. They want it to be one company. They want to use a crossover, right? They want you to be like, so here's the average person, like, who the hell is that? Let me hop on my Googles. Oh, okay. And vice versa. So I'm waiting for WWE to pop over there. It has to happen. Like, I need to see it tomorrow. Like, I'm here for it.
I'm here.
More eyes on the
We are
product.
here. There's more eyes on the product. The UFC is now positioning themselves as like, hey, we are a partnership. Like this, we are the same. We are the same company, brothers.
This is a
It's
thing.
time for the crossover. It's time. Like, this is like one of the first few times. Like, a lot of people used to talk about Conor McGregor and WWE like back in the day, and it's Conor McGregor's name being said on Raw on Monday night. Like, I don't know what part of the simulation we in, but I love it here.
TK top that.
The TKO, hey, top
that Tony Khan.
Like, oh my god,
Your
like,
move, buddy. Your
that
move.
was hard. That was tough. So I'm not sure if Conor McGregor has responded to this challenge. This
as
challenge.
of now, as of taping, no.
As of taping, we don't know. Like, but Michael Chandler like made it known, like, yo, he called out Conor McGregor, man. So let's see what happens at the next UFC. I'm not sure what number they on, but let's see how this shakes out. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if Conor comes out of retirement. Conor done retired about 4 times, so who knows like what we getting? But yeah,
they got the money to pay him to come out, so it checks out. Money's no longer an issue. Money was never an issue, but like money is no longer an issue.
No, it's not an issue. No, UFC still has their ESPN deal, so they got an ESPN deal. They're good. They are good. Literally, Raw is going to Netflix next year.
Money's never been an issue, but money's not an issue.
Never been an issue. But yeah, real quick, because we had 3 things to point out from Raw. Drew McIntyre
and Cody went at it.
Yes, and more importantly, more crazy, like the 2 cool things out of this whole thing was the callback to WrestleMania last year, Solo Sikoa interference in the match. So it's like they're starting that. They're starting
planting
that,
the seeds. We're
planting them seeds of like, okay, like Cody, like you gotta you need a team, bro. You need help. You know what I'm saying? Hence Seth Rollins. But also, Drew McIntyre pins Cody Rhodes.
I don't think anyone saw that coming.
No. And that says a few things about Drew. It says a few things about Drew. A lot of people were skeptical, like, hey, Drew's resigning, whatever. Hey, I think he's resigned.
Why would they put exactly right? Why would they go that route if he has not signed a contract? He could dip tomorrow and go to fucking AEW. Not that he's going to, but like if he could dip tomorrow, like, come on now, guys. Use your common sense.
Your common sense. There are plans for Drew. There's plans for Drew. Like it may not have been a clean pin on Cody. You know what I'm saying? I think
doesn't matter. It
don't matter. It doesn't hurt Cody. Cody lost.
L is an L.
Yeah, L is an L. Like Cody lost. Drew pinned him. So Drew is moving on up. You know what I'm saying? So like he's going in strong going into the chamber. So that's really dope. That was really dope to see. And more storyline moving for Cody because it was almost like a callback to like the Shield uh,
Yeah.
in a way because I think I don't know if you remember when like Roman was in the locker room and then Seth walked in
Mhm.
and then he was like they had no words, they didn't say anything.
Mhm.
And
Just
then Dean walked in and then they
mhm.
were just like yeah, it was like a callback to that almost with between Cody and Seth, so that was cool to see. Another great thing to see was Raquel Rodriguez coming back.
And
Yeah, and winning the
won her
women's
spot in
battle
the
royal.
chamber.
Yeah, got that last spot in the chamber. I know a lot of people was like, yeah, that's probably Jade. I'm like, bro, they're not putting Jade in the fucking chamber.
They're not putting her in a situation where she's gonna lose.
No, they're not doing that. Jade is, if anything, they're positioning Jade to probably have a match at WrestleMania. Like
Mhm.
legit. That's going to be her debut singles matches at WrestleMania. So,
The girl
yeah.
has a fucking commercial, and she's been in WWE for 20 seconds. Come on now.
Not only a commercial, she had a Super Bowl commercial.
Mhm.
A Super Bowl commercial, bro, and had been in
Has
the
a
E 20 minutes,
has had one match. Come on
literally,
now, use
and
your
that's
common
barely a
sense.
match. This is a Royal Rumble.
It wasn't even low key a match.
What?
Like it
Yeah,
just was a spot fest. Use your
we
common
come.
sense, people.
Yeah,
Use your
stop
common
it, y'all.
sense.
Shit,
Why would
nah,
they put her in a situation where she could lose and look weak? They're not going to do that. Come on now.
not doing it. Not happening. But yes, Raquel coming back. I'm glad she's coming back. If you know the backstory. She was dealing with somewhat of a disease, skin disease, and everything. And she's still not 100% from that, but she's good enough to where she can work. She can come back to work, get her momentum going. So I'm expecting her to have a real good banger
Showing
in
tomorrow in the morning.
yeah, yeah, in the morning in a few hours. Yeah.
Hmm.
Um and then, oh yeah, Chad Gable and Ivar had a banger. Holy fuck, forgot about that.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, shout out to Chad Gable. He also got most underrated, I think, in that awards thing, the Meltzer Awards.
I mean, that's great. It's
But
valid, but it
yeah,
doesn't really mean shit. So
no, it doesn't. But shout out to Chad Gable.
shut up.
And last but not least, Gunther versus Jey Uso. It went down. Um, very very solid match, but we finally got that seed planted for the twins.
Hmm.
Looks like they're going to get their match at WrestleMania.
Fuck it, do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Jay and Jimmy, they're ready. I think they have more than enough storyline there. This interference happened on a big level. Like this was Jay going for a singles title. He didn't get it because of interference from his brother, and I think that ends with Cody running in to help him and everything like that. Um, So yeah, we looking really really good there. Um, NXT was NXT was in that weird place, that
Hmm.
weird spot, that transitional spot.
Hmm.
There's a lot of movement for people going up to main roster and everything and that like and a few that were ready to move like seriously like let them go, Sean.
Yeah, let Roxanne go.
Let Roxanne go. We already know Braun is going to SmackDown. He had a squasher against Dante Chen on SmackDown. So he's up there, even though he's still an NXT tag team champion. It's time to let him go. Um, you know, the scouting report is crazy though, Sean. It's crazy. Thank you. That's all I can say. I appreciate you, Mr.
He has a
Hickenberg.
type. He has a type.
Yes, he has a type. He knows. He knows.
He knows what it is.
Um, Shotzi got hurt. We know
Hmm.
it was because it was an NXT taping, so
Hmm.
she got hurt. It was a nice recovery on how they handled this situation.
Hmm.
Um, to replace Shotzi in that match was Lash Legend, whom I'm really really happy for right now because she is like really gotten a lot better, and she was able to sub in and go against Lyra um, in that match, and it was solid. It was a good
Hmm.
match. But outside of that for NXT, I think that was pretty much it.
Hmm.
Um, the Josh Briggs, Brooks Jensen thing, blah blah blah. That was whatever.
Yeah.
Um, I guess we can get into this card real quick.
Okay.
We can get to the card for Elimination Chamber taking place in Perth in a few hours. So by the time y'all hear this recording, it's over. You know what I'm saying? It's done. You know what I'm saying? We'll know who won the elimination chambers, prospectively on the men's and women's side. We know who's going to WrestleMania, who ain't, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? But um, there was a pre-show match actually added.
Yes. I'm happy for Indy.
Yes, I'm happy for Indy. She gets to wrestle in front of her home country. It's going to be her and Candice LeRae going against the
Mhm.
Kabuki Warriors for the women's tag team championships.
Mhm.
So that's pretty cool for Indy because, yeah, I did kind of feel bad for Bronson Reed. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
So,
damn.
the reason why he didn't go home is because his wife is due.
Oh, yeah, he got a baby on the way.
They
Right.
did IVF. This is a very big thing for them. So that's
Oh,
the
yeah,
reason
yeah.
why I was reading that he didn't go. That he had the opportunity to go, but his wife is due, and obviously I'm not missing
Oh,
my
yeah, you're not
firstborn
missing
being
a birth of your
we're not
child.
missing
No,
that, regardless to
no,
what it
no,
is.
no, no.
So while I feel bad that he's not there,
Yeah.
that's the reason why. His
See, I
baby is
didn't
due.
know that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
his
I didn't know
baby's
that
due.
part. So
Mhm.
babies do got you. So Bronson, when they get back to Australia, I know he'll be going that next time.
Absolutely. He'll be
So,
there next time. Don't worry
but
about
happy for
it.
Indy. That should be a nice pre-show match. But running over this card real quickly, tag team championships. I think this is going to be a solid match. We got
Mhm.
the Judgment Day, Damian Priest and Finn Balor taking on. I forgot what they renamed this, but damn it, I'm calling y'all British Strong Style. Because damn it, your mama called you British Strong Style. I'm
I'ma
calling you
call you British
British
Strong.
Strong Style, and that's Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. That's going to be a fun match.
Mhm.
To watch. Will they win? I don't know. I would like them to win because I definitely want these belts off of Finn and Damien.
Can they combine them damn belts? We're gonna another rant another day, but like that's here nor there.
Please.
But can we please just combine them damn belts? I thought they were
Let's
gonna do it at Mania, but like they fucking didn't. Here we are a year later, and it's not like, can we just please,
We've been
please?
asking for a split since literally since May. You don't want to know
The
what's
year
funny?
before then, actually, but yeah.
Remember, I don't know if you remember. Remember, it was like one SmackDown. Like literally, they put the SmackDown championship. They put the SmackDown
Where
tag team
we
champions on the
yes,
line.
yes.
Yes, like they literally did that, and it just went away.
Mhm.
Like, cause they did a tournament for that. I think
Mhm.
they did a tournament for it, and then it just went away.
And
It
that
was
was
just
it.
like, yeah, like so. I don't know, bro. Like they need to do something with that. But I think I'm expecting a banger out of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, the Grayson Waller effect. I'm of course Grayson Waller, another native Australian, Aussie,
Mhm.
Aussie, Aussie, oi, oi, oi.
You racist. No, I'm just like
Yeah, so they got the Grayson Waller effect. This is going to be Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. I'm expecting this to be more storyline movement, like basically a rebuttal to what happened previously on SmackDown with The Rock and Roman Reigns,
Mhm.
their bloodline. I believe this is probably going to be the rebuttal to that. So I think this is moving more towards that tag team match we're all kind of thinking is going to happen at WrestleMania,
Mhm.
night one.
Set it up.
Yeah, it's time to set it up. So that should be a good appearance for these guys
Mhm.
and Grayson Waller too. Um, we got the men's chamber. Phew, looking at that is pretty crazy. Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre, LA Knight, and the United States champion Logan Paul.
It's gonna be a banger match. Drew's
Yeah.
coming out on top.
Yeah, I got Drew on that.
I got Drew on that.
I got Drew winning that. But it's gonna. I think the real people.
It's gonna be a match because you're
Yeah,
gonna have Logan Paul. He's gonna have his spots, right? Because
yeah,
that's what he's here for.
mhm,
You still got your OGs. You still got LA Knight gonna do LA Knight things. You got
yeah,
Bobby Lashley in there. You know what I mean? Like but at the end of the day, Drew's coming out that bad boy.
yeah. He's coming out. Kevin Owens. I think really it's gonna be a feud with inside the chamber
Mhm.
between KO and Logan Paul. I don't think they're done there.
Mm-mm.
So I think those two they're gonna show out. KO and Logan Paul gonna show out a lot in this match. Bobby's gonna do Bobby.
Mhm.
Randy's gonna do as
LA
little
Knight's gonna
spots as
do LA
possible.
Knight things,
LA
right?
Knight's gonna do LA Knight stuff. So that's that.
Mhm.
But we both a lot of people are agreeing Drew McIntyre for sure. Then we got now I'm thinking the women's elimination chamber is gonna be better. That's like I
I
think
mean, it's been a common theme, honestly, that the women's matches have been better than the men's. I mean,
they
look at the
have
Rumble. It's been a
since War
theme.
Games, really.
It's been a
War
theme that
Games,
the
yeah,
women have been putting it on. So like I'm not I'll give you
yeah. So we got Liv Morgan. This is pretty much like her return since returning since the Royal Rumble. Like this is her match. I think she's had one match since then, since the Royal Rumble, maybe, or
yeah.
she just been on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Trinity, Naomi. I think she's gonna have a great match here. Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, and Tiffany Stratton.
Becky's coming out.
Yeah, I got Becky too. I mean it's all but like I when you're looking at Rhea, it's like Rhea and Becky are like, yo, we're destined to have this match at WrestleMania. So it can happen.
However, I
Yes.
wouldn't be pissed if Bianca came out. I think it's gonna be Becky, but I think a strong second would be Bianca because Bianca and Rhea had bangers.
Yeah, they have. They do. They got yes, they
But
do.
I do think that regardless to how it comes out, Bianca's gonna have a Mania match. It's just a matter of how she gets there. They're gonna get it together very quickly.
Hmm.
Even if it's her and Jade or her teaming with Jade, I don't think it'll be her versus Jade. I think it'll be her teaming with Jade possibly. But regardless, don't worry about Bianca. She's gonna have a Mania match. Chill on her. Chill,
Yeah,
chill.
she's
She's
gonna
coming.
absolutely have a Mania match. Now, for me, going into that feud within a feud type
Hmm.
deal, I think that's setting up Tiffany Stratton versus Bianca at WrestleMania.
Okay, I don't hate it. Let's go.
Like that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling
Okay.
like we gonna get Tiffany Stratton versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania from being a feud within a feud match, and then Raquel. Raquel's just coming back, so I don't know, but I'm looking for a good showing from Raquel.
She's going to get over, but she's not going over.
No, she's not going over.
She's
Not
not going
yet.
over, but she
Not
has
yet.
potential to get over. She's got the potential to
Yeah.
get over.
Yeah. She got a potential to get over. Liv Morgan, I'm thinking like we about to get some. I think it's looking a little hillish. It's looking a
She's
little
on her
hillish.
revenge tour, so she
Yeah.
can't win because you got to feel that. She got to feel that fire still, so
Yeah.
she can't win.
Because I think she's turning soon. I think she's going
She
to
has
turn.
to.
Yeah. And our main event, our national hero, our literally our hometown girl, Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax for the Women's World Championship, the main event at Elimination Chamber.
Rhea's not losing
It's
her
Rhea.
hometown, so
Rhea's not losing at home. Not in the homeland. Not in the motherland.
that was never Rhea losing to Nia Jax was never going to happen, guys. Let's be
No,
honest here.
no, it's not happening. So, but
They're
I'm
going to put on a match.
expecting they're going to
They're going
put
to
on
put
a
on a
match.
match.
Yeah,
They're going to put on a match.
they're going to put on a match.
But nah, man. Sorry, Nia. Try it again next time.
Yeah, try it again next time. But for what Nia has been doing, she has been very serviceable. She has been very serviceable in
She
this
seems
whole
happy
deal.
this run.
Yeah,
I'm not saying she was like, but you know what I mean. Like she just was like kind of before, like she kind of was just there, right? She go through her matches, she go through the moments, she go through the motions. She hurt somebody, she
yeah.
go through the motions. But now she seems very comfortable in the ring, comfortable with herself. Her
Mhm.
mic work, like
Yes, mic work has been really good.
I can say that, like I have not been a Nia Jax fan, but she's bringing me around.
Yeah, yeah.
She's bringing me around.
She's winning me a little more this
She's winning
time.
me.
You know what
She's
I'm saying?
winning
The thing I just don't hurt no one, please. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only thing that I'm asking for her. It's just
You can tell she's more focused.
yeah,
And that's when people aren't focused is when those mistakes happen.
yeah,
But yeah, I see a difference. She's growing on me.
yeah.
I'm coming around. She's coming around on me.
Yeah, they're gonna have a hell of a match.
Mhm.
Now there has been some words saying like expect some surprises. So I don't know. I don't know what surprises we could have during this. You know what I'm saying? But this is a very small card. It's a real small
Yeah.
card.
The chambers take time, kind of
Yeah,
like
they
the
do.
Rumble card, right? Like
Hmm.
where the Rumble card only had a handful of things going on too,
Like
because
five
those
matches,
yeah,
4.
those
Yeah,
matches
yeah,
take time. The
yeah,
chamber takes time. Both chambers take time. So we'll see if we get any surprises.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I look forward to it.
But yeah, it's looking forward to this. So like literally myself and Gabby, we have a few hours
Yeah,
until, you know what I'm
time to
saying?
go to
Like,
sleep.
yeah,
Time to
it's
go to sleep.
time to go to sleep if we want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Time to go to sleep. I know usually y'all like, hey, y'all usually do a spaces and all that, but guess what? This is taking place at 5 o'clock in the morning, so there ain't no goddamn spaces. So do a spaces in your mind, because I'm not doing it. It's
I
too
mean, you
early
could
for that
tweet
shit.
us.
You can tweet us. Yeah, you can tweet us.
Tweet
And
us
if
all
I
day
don't
long.
respond, that means I'm probably asleep. But
But eventually, when I wake up, I got you.
I'm going to see it. Yeah, exactly. That's all that matters. But yes, that's what we got going on. A whole lot more to come. But yes, like we're gonna wrap this up for this week. Again, Gabby, thank you again.
Brother Sister Week. It's been a
Oh
pleasure.
yes, brother sister week. It was
It's been a
like this was
pleasure.
fun. Like we gotta do this more. We
We
gotta
do.
tell Aunt like, yeah, don't come. We
It's
got
fine.
brother.
You can go on
Yeah,
vacation. It's cool. We
yeah,
good.
go on vacation. Like we got brother sister
We got this.
day. You know what I'm saying? Like we got this. It's cool. But stuff coming up real quick. Remember Icon part 1 is out there right now. Part 2, be on the lookout. It's literally probably a few days away. So be on the lookout for part 2. And then me and Gabby have some work to do. We got part 3.
And as you see, we have chemistry together. So you know it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fire.
Yes, it's gonna be fire.
Let's go.
Yes, we're going out with a bang. It's gonna be hard. So we got that out there. Luchador Mount Rushmore. More of that coming from our brothers over at Show Your Work Network. So be on the lookout for that too. Be on the lookout for that. If I'm not mistaken, Larry kind of told me tonight, like, oh yeah, we about to wrap this shit up. So I can never tell when they getting it done. They just send it to me and I was like, oh,
and
okay,
we just posted it. We roll with it.
We just
right?
posted and roll with it. You know what I'm saying? So remember, pay that 3, man. That's all y'all got to do is pay that 3. But on behalf of AJ and Gabi, we're out of here. Enjoy the chamber. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your week.
See you next week.
See ya. Peace. Thank you for listening to Mid Carters and Catering, a weekly podcast focused on pro wrestling. Mid Carters and Catering is produced by Amir Johnson. Written, researched, and hosted by Amir Johnson and Anthony Page. Original score by Justin Motizzi Ward and Aaron A. Train Fuller. Mid Carters and Catering podcast is powered